Welcome to this clean, tidy and declutter with me. If you need some motivation to sort out before the year is over, then keep on watching. Hi, today I am cleaning, tidying and decluttering the playroom and house of toys before Christmas. I'm Grace. For those of you who are new here, I'm a mum of 2 toddlers and I decided that with Christmas and the end of the year around the corner, there was no better time than to declutter the house of toys whilst doing some tidying and cleaning at the same time. So this is going to be a really quick get it done video, so if you need to make some space or tidy up any play areas in your house, no matter when you find this video, then do keep on watching. And as always, if you're new and you like this sort of content, stick around by hitting the subscribe button. Now let's declutter. So I've just been showing you our playroom, and we do try to keep the toys fairly minimal in our home and streamline as much as possible. I feel as though our kids would be overwhelmed with an excess of toys, and to be honest, they don't even play with everything they had here. Hence that I knew it was time to sort through what is definitely played with and stuff I think won't be missed. Then at the end we're going to be donating everything to local charities, so it'll all go to hopefully good homes in the end. So starting off in the playroom, as I said, I'm emptying the cupboards and toy boxes, dusting them and spraying some Zaflora disinfectant mist inside just to give it a bit of a clean up. So this is what we're dealing with right now. The cupboards underneath our window seat here, I was confident had plenty of things inside that weren't really played with, as a lot of the toys were for kind of like that 12-month and under bracket, and now my youngest Jasper is closer to 18 months. He's definitely moved on to some bigger toys, so I didn't have any charity sacks, so I'm using black bin bags to put all the unwanted toys inside. I'm donating like these sensory rattles, some soft rattles, just toys that I don't really think the boys are going to utilise anymore. I'm also getting rid of this like box of building blocks, this old fire brigade thing, just things that they're not going to play with. Yeah, these blocks we are going to donate because Jasper's asked for some Duplo for Christmas, so he's not going to play with both, or he won't need both. Things that I know that I will be keeping hold of and that the boys really like playing with are like cars and dinosaurs, animals. I'm also just spraying the outside of the cupboard door here with some Fabulosa because it had some little handprints and mucky dirt everywhere, as is in a playroom usually. So yeah, I'm sorting through all of the vehicles, the animals, dinosaurs that I know the boys do currently play with. So we're keeping all of them, and I'm just tidying and organising while I sort through everything. So hopefully this will give you some motivation to get tidy before Christmas. I thought this was a really good thing to do, just to get some space for like their new toys, and I know that everything that we're donating has come from a good home. It's all kind of been looked after. It's not, I wouldn't like donate anything that was completely wrecked or just not playable with, so hopefully they will go to some good homes. They're the dinosaurs that I'm talking about that the boys do like. So what are your kids into playing with at the minute? So my eldest is 2.5 and my youngest is not quite 1.5, so I'd be interested to hear what like different ages and what, like if you've got a girl or a boy, what are they playing with at the minute and what do you know that they'll enjoy over Christmas. Hopefully the boys are going to get lots of like diggers, vehicles, a few new things that they will enjoy to play with. So yeah, just a really quick blitz around. I'm hoping to get a vlog out soon too, because we've just had some snow. Elliot enjoyed it and Jasper took a bit of getting used to in the snow. So right now I'm tidying up the Playmobil. We're not donating this because the boys do really like playing with that, and we keep that stored in like a little basket here. So now I've got everything that I'm going to donate. I'm putting all the toys that we're keeping back in the cupboards, boxes, baskets. They really like their Playmobil at the minute, especially Elliot. Anything with animals, like safari type animals, he's quite into right now. So yeah, I'm going to put everything back in, and I'm also just going to tidy the last cupboard in the playroom. I knew that most of the stuff in this middle cupboard was played with. It's like some wooden toys that we've got from Jake's of London. We have previously worked with them, but I really love their toys so much we've ended up buying quite a bit from them too. So if you need some wooden toy inspiration, I would recommend checking out Jake's of London. So yeah, I'm just cleaning up the cupboard outside of it again, so it's all like streamlined, it's ready for some new presents, it's organised. No doubt it will be disorganised once my children play with it again in a few days' time, but at least I know I've made a start on organising some of their play spaces. The little IKEA bookshelf that we have in the playroom was overrun as well because I hadn't done a book rotation for a little while, so that's what I'm doing right now. And we've got a few of their like That's Not My Christmas books that I needed to just keep at the front, and so I took some books out that they haven't really been playing with and streamlined that. So all of these books I was just going to take upstairs and just rotate because the boys are actually really good with books. They quite like to play and look at them, so I'm keeping most of them. I think I donated a few from our lounge, you'll see in a sec. So I've moved on to the IKEA play kitchen, and we tried to keep this not too like overcrowded because I know that you can get like buckets full of plastic food toys. We've already donated loads of them in the past because the boys just don't play with them, and I feel like the more toys they have, the more overwhelmed they'll be and they just won't play with it. So I'm just tidying up the kitchen, to be honest. I knew that there wasn't like loads, and I do also know that I really need to give it another spray paint in the spring. It's been quite heavy handed with the two toddlers, I'm not gonna lie. You can see that sink there really needs a spray paint. So the only things that I am going to donate are some like plastic frying pans and the little Sophie rattle. Now I am going on into the living room because we have a little soft basket of toys which I knew was full of like really babyish toys that the boys really don't play with. So I'm just sorting through all of them now. Most of the books in the playroom weren't really ever played with either, so I'm going to donate them too. So it's things like soft blocks that they just don't use, baby rattles, lots of sensory baby things that just they've completely outgrown really. You'll see the pile on the coffee table is everything that we are donating, and then I'm making a bit of space to put like some wooden jigsaw puzzles back in, which they might hopefully play with, and keep the books that they enjoy looking at in our living room. They are all Julia Donaldson, like felt lift the flap type books there. So yeah, I ended up getting quite a bit from the living room. And finally, for the decluttering part, I went up into my eldest toddler's bedroom. There was a cupboard in his room which has got like clothes and toys. Although I did recently actually organise this cupboard, I just went through it again while I was in a decluttering frame of mind, and I got a little bit more. But most of the toys up here they do actually play with, but I found a little bit more of toys that they've outgrown. And I just thought I'd add, this could be a good opportunity for you to also like sort through clothes. I'm constantly sorting through the boys' clothes, like things they've outgrown, and I usually tend to make like a Vinted pile because I love to try and sell their pre-loved clothes on Vinted, or if I know that it's probably not going to sell and it's not worth very much, I will put it for a charity pile. And what I tend to do also is like, once things have been on Vinted for a few months, I've had no interest, I will then end up donating what doesn't sell. Otherwise you're just holding on to it for ages. So here is another pile of toys that the boys have kind of outgrown, just on the floor here, and I'm going to put them in a black sack in a second. And the only clothing that I found were these Peter Rabbit slippers that I think I might try and put on Vinted. Someone might pay a couple of pounds for them while I'm posting things, but again, yeah, if they don't sell I will just donate them eventually. Then for the final part of this video, I'm going to do a bit of cleaning. We've got this Totter and Tumble playmat. I've done a full review on this, which I absolutely love. I'll leave the link to that at the end of this video if you're ever interested in getting one. And it's kind of like wipeable, and this is what I use, the Dettol surface cleaner. It's the product that they recommend you use on it. And our playmat was so dirty. We've had a lot of rain and mud, and we do have a little pug, Penelope, and she's obviously brought in a lot of mucky paws, even though we try and, because she's a little pug, we try and grab her and towel her paws. It's surprising how dirty the playmat had got, so I'm just using a green microfiber cloth to scrub the mat down with. The bucket has got a touch of fairy liquid and hot water. It's not loads in there because I don't want to like saturate the playmat and make it really wet. And I'm going to show you in a sec how filthy the bucket of water was just from the playmat. So if you've got one of these playmats and you haven't wiped it for a while, I would recommend getting a bucket and this spray and giving it a wipe, and you will be amazed at how mucky your playmat is at this time of year. Like, I was so shocked at how dirty it was. And I also need to probably flip it over and clean the other side because they are double-sided. Just look at how dirty that water is. That's just from the playmat. Just goes to show, mucky children and mucky dogs. That's what it looks like when it's cleaned. And then I was just going to quickly run the duster over the furniture in the playroom just to kind of finish it off. And that is pretty much everything for this declutter. I wanted to keep it quite short, but I thought it might give you some motivation to have a quick tidy round declutter before Christmas, or you know, if you found this video later on in the year, it's always good to have a declutter and it makes you feel so much better when everything's streamlined. This is what it all looked like at the end, nice and tidy and organised, lots of room for new presents. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It just boosts my channel a little bit more and helps me out. And this is the finished result, 2 black sacks of toys for the charity shop. So thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you again soon.